All right, so we're going to be on page 20 of the Unit 5 packet. And today we're going to practice what we did last time in class, and that is writing and simplifying and also evaluating expressions. So as you can see here, we're going to kind of use our chart here that we did last class. We're going to write a let statement. We're going to write an expression, and then if we can, we're going to evaluate it if we have the answer. So we're going to try this one together. I'm going to have you try the other two on your own, and then when you finish those, you can check your answers on the answer page that I will attach to this assignment in Google Classroom. All right, let's read this here. Terry bought a magazine for $5 and 2 bottles of nail polish. Write an expression to represent the total amount she spent. Now, I'm going to give you a piece of advice here. We're going to hold off on reading this last sentence here. It says, then find the total amount if each bottle of nail polish costs $3. I'm going to pretend that I don't know that. I'm going to pretend like I don't know that for a second. You'll see why. So the first thing we have to do to write this expression is figure out, well, what's the amount we don't know? What's the number we're not sure about? Let's look at this little sentence here. Terry bought a magazine, for $5 and 2 bottles of nail polish. Well, we know she bought only one magazine for $5, 2 bottles of nail polish, but we don't know how much the nail polish costs. So again, this is why we're kind of forgetting that we even know this. And the point of this, again, is not just to find the answer. It's how do we set up an expression? And that's the key thing here. So we're going to pretend that we don't know the cost of the nail polish. So that's going to be our let statement. So we're going to let, I don't know, let's do N equal cost of nail polish. N is the cost of the nail polish. Now we're going to write an expression to show how much she spent. Well, she bought 2 things. She bought a magazine and she bought nail polish. How much was the magazine? Well, the magazine was $5, and she only bought one of them. So there's the $5. I'll just put a line above that. That's the magazine. Plus, what did she also buy? She bought 2 bottles of nail polish. Now, to find the cost of that, we would multiply N by 2. So it'd be like 2 times N. You could put the dot in there as well. That helps. And that's the nail polish. So there's our expression. Now, if we never knew what the nail polish was, that would be as far as we could go. You can't really simplify that anymore because you don't know the cost. However, oh, look, there's a little sentence here. It says, then find the total amount if each bottle of nail polish costs $3. So we're going to save this last sentence until we evaluate. So we're going to use this expression to find the total cost of what she spent. We're going to start with the expression. 5 plus 2N, 2 times N, sorry. Each bottle of nail polish costs $3. Our next step is to substitute in N, or 3 for N. 2 times 3. And then we do our order of operations. We think about what would go first. Well, parentheses, there's no parentheses. Powers and roots, there's no powers and roots. Multiplication and division from left to right. So we're going to do the multiplication first. 2 times 3 is 6. Then we're going to bring down what we haven't worked with yet. 5 plus 6 would be $11. So she spent $11. Now, again, I want to emphasize this. It's really important. This question is not just about the $11. That is like it's the end of it. It's not the most important part. These questions are all about writing a let statement, being able to do that for an amount you don't know at the beginning, writing an expression using that variable, and then using the expression you wrote to find the answer of the solution. So when you're doing these 2 below here, make sure that you have all 3 steps. And I'm going to help you set yourself up here. So notice in these next 2 questions, you don't have your chart. So what we're going to do is just make a little chart. So all we have to do is this. We're going to draw thirds, I'll do that. This first one's going to be let. We're going to write our let statement in that first little space. Then we're going to write the expression. I'm just going to abbreviate that. And then we're going to evaluate. Now, just a hint. This last sentence here, you won't even have to think about until you evaluate. Okay? All right. This one here, do the same thing. Do a little thirds there, little thirds. We'll do the let statement, expression, and evaluate. Now, when you do these two questions, it's going to look pretty similar to this one. I mean, you're talking about different numbers, a different situation, but the work that you're doing should look similar to the first one we did together. So actually, I'm not going to put a picture of the answers. I'm going to have you pause right now and try these two on your own. Okay? Pause right now, try these two on your own. When you're done, unpause the video and watch the rest of it, because I'm going to kind of go through your answers, through the answers for these two. But you want to try it on your own first to see if you get it. And then, of course, check your work and fix any mistakes if you find them. So pause the video at this point, try them on your own, and then when you've completed these two, or if you want to do one at a time, if you want to do this one, pause it, or unpause it, watch me do this one, check it, and then try the last one. That's up to you as well. All right, so pause it, unpause it when you're ready. Okie dokie, we're back. All right, let's go through this one here. Shoko bought a box of popcorn for $3.50 and 3 medium drinks. Okay. Define a variable and write an expression to represent the total amount. Well, it should be they. It should be he, I believe. Then find the total amount of one drink costs $1.50. So again, we're going to wait till the end to do that. All right, let's go. Let's think about Shoko here. Shoko bought a box of popcorn for $3.50, 3 medium drinks. Well, what do we not know? Well, we know the box of popcorn is $3.50, 3 medium drinks, but we don't know the cost. We don't know the cost of the drinks. That's what our let statement's going to be. Now, it's important here that our let's, I'm going to use D, I think. This is not the cost of 3 drinks. This is the cost of a drink. Just one. Okay? Just one drink. They're buying 3, but we're just going to find the cost of 1 using the variable. The expression. Well, Shoko bought a box of popcorn for $3.50. That's by itself because they're only buying 1. Plus, they bought 3 medium drinks. Now, I wouldn't just add the 3 because that's just how many drinks that were purchased. I would also have to multiply that. Oh, I can't use that X anymore. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost did that. We're also going to multiply that by the variable because that's how much a drink costs. So to find the cost of the drink, you do 3 times D. So this is the popcorn, and those are the drinks. I just use those labels sometimes just to keep myself organized, just so I kind of know what each part of the expression represents. Okay, then to evaluate this, well, $3.50. I'm just going to write the expression times D. All right, well, D, we know now the cost of one drink, which is D, is $1.50. So instead of D, we're going to put $1.50. Now, I'm going to use parentheses here instead of the dot because we have a decimal point. So if I put a dot there, it would kind of look too much like the decimal point. So I'm not going to do that. Parentheses. Well, this parentheses is just multiplication, so there's nothing to do in there within the parentheses. But we are going to multiply. That's going to be the first thing. 3 times $1.50. Well, if you didn't know it, you can, of course, do it off to the side. $1.50 times 3 is going to be 2 decimal places, 1, 2. It's going to be $4.50. Now, that's not all because that's just the drinks. Shoko also bought a box of popcorn for $3.50, which is a great price. A great price. For movie popcorn, that's a great price. $3.50 plus $4.50, well, 3 plus 4 is 7, then 50 cents plus 50 cents is $1. So the grand total for a popcorn and 3 drinks, $8. I'm pretty sure popcorn by itself would be more than $8, but I could be wrong. All right. Last but not least. So if you just did this one and checked it, pause it, try this one. If you've already done this one, here we go. This one seems somewhat similar. We got a Capelli's. At Capelli's, a large cheese pizza is $9. Each topping is 75 cents. Okay. Define a variable and write an expression to represent the total cost of a pizza with any number of toppings. This sentence, of course, we're going to save till the end. It says, then find the total amount for 4 toppings. So we're going to save that to the the evaluation part. Okay. First thing we have to do is figure out what we don't know. So we know a large cheese pizza is $9. We know each topping is 75 cents. But if we wanted to find the cost of a pizza, you would also need to know another number. You would need to know how many toppings you're getting. So if you got 2 toppings, it would cost more than if you only got 1, or even if you got 0. So the number that can change, the number that's different, the number that we don't know right now is the number of toppings that whoever is ordering this creation is getting. So I'm going to let, I don't know, P. Yeah, I'll do P. Equal a number of toppings. Notice I just didn't write the word toppings, right? It would be number of toppings, because toppings itself is not a number, but number of toppings is a number. These variables need to represent numbers. Okay, so let's write an expression that would represent how much a pizza would cost. So a large cheese pizza is $9. Then, in addition to that, so this is the pizza. In addition to that, you get toppings, 75 cents each. So to find how much the toppings would cost, you would have to multiply the cost of the toppings by the variable. Okay? So it's 9 plus 75 cents times P. And this is the toppings price. So if they got 1 topping, it would be 1 times 75 cents plus 9. If they got 0 toppings, 0 times 75 cents, which is 0 plus 9. But this person didn't just get 1. This person didn't just get 2. They got 4. And we're going to use that number now to evaluate this expression with 4 pizza toppings. First step, write down that expression. Now, I'm going to use the parentheses again because we have a decimal point to show that multiplication. This is going to be 9 plus, the lights went out. 9 plus 75 cents times 4. Because you got 4 toppings, which is what was in that last sentence here. Okay, 75 cents times 4. Let's check that out. I'm just doing it off to the side. It's going to be less than $4. Maybe around $3.50 maybe. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 is 30. We need two decimal places. $3. Now that's just for the toppings. 9 plus 3. I mean, I guess you could put those. I'm not going to. Maybe I will. So 9 plus 3. You got to make sure that you line up your place value. So that's going to be $9 plus $3, which is just $12. So I just wanted to show you that. Like, this wouldn't. Some people would look at that and think it's $3.09, but it's actually $12 because that's $9 and $3, even though there's 2 decimal places there. All right, $12 for a 4-topping pizza. Again, a great deal. So, I guess, if you look at these 3 problems, if you went to the store and got a magazine, 2 bottles of nail polish, and then you went to see a movie and got a box of popcorn and 3 drinks, and you got a pizza, that day would cost you, looks like, $31. That's a pretty good day. All right, so I hope that these went well for you. I hope that by watching this video, you were able to correct your mistakes if you had any. And I hope we're feeling better about writing and evaluating expressions. All right, if you have any questions for me, feel free to let me know. If not, I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.